I think I'd first heard of them either just before we came to live in Norwich, which was in 2000, and I was interested in it because my husband had bad hips.
I remember when you came to me though, Jocelyn, you were quite isolated, weren't you, because of your mobility?
Yes, and then it got worse. And walking around a bit, but it was not very good. And then the day came and I woke up one day and I just couldn't move. I couldn't sit down, I couldn't stand up without screaming with pain, so it got a lot worse. And we were completely isolated because we just no family here. So it was quite a lot of isolation, and I was really sad because I'd got on extremely well with people at the place where I'd been a volunteer. I said, I do think we might be reaching the stage where we need a blue badge. Yes, she said, it's social. And the next thing, I was hit by a hurricane, which was Monique. Which was wonderful. Thanks for being there. When I was talking about the problems I was having with some things and the fact that our lives were very, very restricted because of my leg and this kind of thing, she was brilliant because she took over all the responsibility. I would have had to find out how to do it and did it all, and we just had to give the information she needed. And that was good.
I remember the emails I received when you first got the blue badge saying exactly where you'd been, and it was a new lease.
Yes, and it's just gently widening now.
Well, it started with that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because we explored everything to do with, what you like doing, your clubs and your activities.
Yeah.
And it's branched out into that, which you're continuing, aren't you? But it also, your health difficulties flagged up that you needed to apply for attendance allowance as well. So that's what we moved on to, isn't it? I could see firsthand the difficulties that you were having with walking. But also, it then led on to Richard, didn't it? And Richard and his hearing issues.
Oh, yes. And
so we moved on to the application for Richard for attendance allowance, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and that was good.
From the first meeting that I had with you, you were quite down, can I say that?
Very
and isolated.
I was.
And you were
at the
staying
lowest.
in a lot more, weren't you? Because you're quite a sociable person, and so is Richard. You try to do so much and muddle along together, don't you?
Yeah.
And over the months, I've seen your confidence grow. You've joined. You're going to the over 50s
Dance.
rave, aren't you?
Oh my God, that's going to be so much fun.
And for me, you've managed to get out a lot more, and it's enabled you to do a lot more things, hasn't it? So you seem a lot happier.
Oh, we have. It's lovely because we've been able to park in Opie Street, just near favourite bookshop. We've been able to work all that out, and it's been lovely, and I'm so glad to see you and tell you that it has widened and it's going to widen more.
Would you, so everything that you've said, obviously, I know probably the answer to this is yes.
I didn't have to stop to think for 1 second,
I know.
do I? The answer is yes.
But that aside, would you recommend the service to other people?
Of course, yes, without a doubt. And to have this contact with Age UK, I think is very, very brilliant, because I feel so sad, and the need for it, which you said, why is it important to have services like yours? Because I think people need to be much more aware of it, because I've benefited and I'm lucky, and there are people in far worse situations than I am.